I took every opportunity I could to appear as normal as possible. Now, you hear me use the word normal because in those days when you were gay, you were not normal. So it started there, and I just had to be very cautious. And Linda and I were talking this morning at Jupiter High School. There was a coach who was inappropriate with the cheerleaders, of course, which I got stuck. And her father filed a complaint. And I had witnessed some of what Ernie had said. And so I was going to have to give a deposition. And really and truly, if I could have driven off a bridge, I would have. I was so terrified. And this man was so mean and clever. He'd walk by me at the hall, and he'd say, well, hey, Miss Walter. And then he'd say, how's the gay? And he used a gay bar where we went. So he was letting me know he knew about me. And he thought he could use that as a leverage. And I remember the deposition very well. And I thought, well, I need to be prepared. And I'm just going to tell my mother that she always told me to do the right thing. And this was the right thing no matter. Never, it didn't come up. He got sent to another school and slapped on the wrist. But that was the beginning of my struggle, trying not to be afraid. Mm-hmm. As I aged, I grew more comfortable. And none of us advertised it, but people saw that I was friendly with Linda, I was friendly with Ellen, but I was also friendly with the men. I loved the men too. So at Jupiter, it got less and less of something that I carried as a burden. And of course, the society was changing. Women were demanding rights, and along with that, you begin to get the gay groups who wanted rights. And that, believe it or not, was very comforting philosophically for me. Yes, Barry Laszlo introduced me to Linda. Yes, we went for a bike ride. Well, we must have biked 12 miles. Well, I got like 4 pedals down that and I was finished. So Linda and I met there, and gradually, I didn't know she was gay, and gradually that just emerged. And from that, I began to learn other people were gay. And there was actually a community of gay folks who they had formed their own little pods, and that was where they got their companionship. There were gay bars, but they were risky, So on a weekend, maybe you'd go, but you always had to be careful, and a lot of times we'd go to Fort Lauderdale instead, not expecting to see anybody that we knew. If somebody saw me, and then I thought, well, if they see me, what are they doing in here? But that was not the thought. There was that fear. And although it never came to pass, we had to be very cautious. And we knew it. So we took care to just not rub it in anybody's face, I never told anybody I was gay till after I retired. So, yeah. Now this is my little gay son. And he says, my mama had me fixed, so I don't really have any sexuality about me.